Namaste to all. Namaste to all the Ayurveda lovers, devotees. So we were studying and learning about basics of Ayurveda. I'll be going a little further from what we studied till date. In my previous two episodes, I was talking about 5 basic elements or Panchamahabhutas, and then I was talking about 3 doshas, which are Vata, Pitta, Kapha, which are the driving forces in every living being carrying out normal functions. And then I was talking about the properties and qualities of doshas and how we assess or understand them in ourselves, what happens when they are normal and doing their normal physiological functions, and what will be the effect of their imbalances. So today, taking a little further from there, going ahead, I'd like to talk about the doshas and their influence on our personality types, which is called as Prakriti. Prakriti, the word meaning is being in our natural inherited status. Prakrito sthitam. That means what is natural to us, what is inherited, and our natural tendencies, they are considered in total as Prakriti. That can be translated as a constitutional type or personality type, body mind type, like that. It can be translation. See, Sanskrit is a language which has a wider, broader, and deeper meaning for each word we use. So when we translate that into another language, the real meaning which our rishis wanted to convey might not be completely conveyed. So at times it is good to use the Sanskrit terms as they are, but still then, as a common man, for people to understand, we use these translated terms. But don't go directly based on those terms. Try to understand its broader meaning and perspective as much as possible. So with that, I'll just go into the topic. Like we know, Vata is air and space at the elemental level, and it has dry, cold, light, and rough, always moving, never settling in one place, those qualities. And similarly, the person who is dominated by the Vata dosha, that is Vata type of person we say, will be lighter. That means having a thin, skinny frame and structure. So mostly like athletic structure, where it's very hard to gain weight and easy to lose weight. So mostly will be skinny and will be always moving like the Vata. So it is always active or at times hyperactive, and will be very creative in his nature. So creative, active nature. And because of this always moving tendency, the person might be restless or cannot focus in one topic or subject, cannot sit in one place, might be talkative, talks very much and listens less. Those may be the qualities of the person. And physically might have a tendency to have a dry skin, dry and cracked skin, and might have a dryness everywhere, so resulting in constipation tendency. So it is called as crura costa, or a dry and hard bowel habit. And also sleep will be shallow because of the lightness nature. Yeah? Shallow, light sleeper. Even a little sound, a tick sound might wake him up, wake her up easily. So might need frequent meals, small portion of eating sometimes, because the energy level drops very fast. Being very active, being hyper at times consumes a lot of energy, and the burning and utilization of energy is more. So the person needs constant supply of energy. So maybe a break in between the work or a nap in between might also help to keep up the energy. So we'll be very quick in perceiving things, will have a very quick grasping power. Any subject explained might be quickly grasped, but a long-term memory will be less. So quick in perceiving, but then may forget also easily. So might have to repeat things again and again. So most of the patterns will be inconsistent and indecisive because of that varying nature and always moving kind of property. So might have a varying nature of health, maybe ups and downs are more with health, digestion, sleep, mood. Mood might keep changing and decisions might keep changing. I know that you feel that, okay, this is me, or someone you know might be like this. You might have seen people who are like this. So that is natural to happen when you are listening to these descriptions. And mostly it is also said like those people will see, Vata dominant people will see mostly dreams of space, like sky and planets, planetary objects, stars, or also might feel like they are falling from a height, and such kind of uh, dreams might be there. And coming to the Pitta type, if Pitta is dominant, it's like mostly the fire inside. See, the combination of Pitta is fire and water. It's more like a acid, right? So Pitta type of personalities will have the fire inside, so they'll be intolerant to heat. They prefer cooler climate, atmosphere, weather, and they are more of a perfectionist in their nature. So they are intolerant to errors, and they would prefer everything perfect and methodical, systematic. So intolerant to various things due to the sensitivity and inflammation inside, a tendency of inflammation. So they might have a sensitive emotion, sensitive bowel, sensitive skin, sensitive digestion. So they might have tendency to develop gastritis, acidity, diarrhea, or might have IBS kind of symptoms, or ulcerative colitis, and such things might develop. And they have this aggressive, angry type of nature even mentally. So they might be aggressive, argumentative, or critical debaters. So those might be the properties and qualities of those persons. And they are mostly medium built, might have a very strong appetite, but because of the sensitive digestion, they might even go to toilet more frequently. So they might be going 2, 3, or 4 times in a day as a normal thing, yeah, for them. So this is, and they might see dreams of fire, colors, vibrant dreams, and mostly fire and light, lightning. Those might be the dreams they commonly see. And then Kapha type of people, as you know, it's a combination of water and earth. They'll be more towards the heavier side. So the person is big built, heavy frame, and a heavy structure. So would be easy to gain weight and difficult to lose. You might have seen people struggling to lose weight, and no matter what they do, no matter how less they eat, they don't lose much weight. And after a point they reach, they will not lose further weight. So that is because of their kapha dominant Prakriti. And yeah, they are slow and steady because of the heaviness and the slow nature of kapha, sticky nature of kapha. They might also see that in their tendencies. They will be slow and steady in actions. They'll be very calm and quiet in nature. They have better endurance, better tolerance to most of the things, and they usually can withstand both cold and heat, but still prefer warmer weather compared to cold climates. And they will be having more compassionate, kind, and loving kind of nature. And their sleep is good. Their bowel is medium, so it's not disturbed much. They would have a stronger immunity. Uh, yeah, and their dreams are mostly related to water, water bodies, cold, and ice, such things. Yeah, snowy mountains and all that. More stable, more cold, and this grounded type of people they are. But you should remember at this point that it's not that only one dosha you would see mostly. In people, mostly what we observe is a combination. So you would see uh, people are mostly dual combinations, vata pitta, pitta kapha, kapha vata, like that, or sometimes all three doshas in different combinations. And many at times we also see one dosha is very dominant with secondary supporting other doshas. Based on these combinations, we will have to decide what dosha type you are. Like you might be 10% of that, 30 of this, 60 of another, like that, or it might be 50-50 of two doshas mostly. So based on these permutations and combinations, and also then percentage wise differences, there'll be thousands of varieties of people. Yeah, and every individual is unique because of this unique combination and percentages. For example, if there are two vata type of people, they might again be different because of their percentage wise difference in combinations. And also if there are a vata kapha combination, for example, then again it might be different. If vata kapha different percentages are there, then two vata kapha people might not be same. They might have similar features, but again their combinations might differ. So understanding this Prakriti is important. In treatment, of course, we have to consider this as one of the factors while doing treatments and recommendations for diet, lifestyle, and all that, and choosing the medicine. But it is also important for a healthy person to adopt a diet or lifestyle which is very suitable for that type of Prakriti. For example, a Vata person may not need too much of exercise, whereas a Kapha person will have to exercise more. A Pitta person will have to avoid spicy, sour, and salty food items diet, whereas a Vata person might need some more sweets and desserts to eat, of course, from the natural ingredients. That is preferable. So these types of combinations are possible when you understand what particular type you are. And also I see that these Prakriti can be used for choosing what profession is most suitable for you. For example, a Vata person who is talkative and likes to travel might be suitable in a marketing position, whereas a Pitta Kapha combination will be suitable to lead a company like CEOs and others because of their systematic approach and tolerance as well. So this is just a brief insight into the Prakriti or the personality types according to Ayurveda. I hope this will be helpful, and we would come back with further information. We will go on studying as and when possible. I would like you to like, subscribe to my channel, and also ask questions so that I can come to know what is more interesting for you, and we can come up with those topics, and I can talk about those topics in particular based on your questions. Till then, thank you. Have a healthy life.